Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the delay there. As anyone that's been before will know, there's always a bit of a delay. It was supposed to be 6 p.m, so this is probably the worst delay we ever had, so I do apologise. I got stuck in traffic in Wales today. I've been there and back to pick up a car, so I do apologise, but we'll get started shortly. If everyone can put a team name on their team sheets, there will be 5 rounds of 10 questions. Each on different sort of geeky areas, and we've got 1 round of questions done by the guys at Destination Venus for the comic book round. We've got a collection of prizes from one of our mystery bags to various bits and pieces from the comic book store. Is it an X-Wing? An X-Wing mini and various bits and pieces, so you can come and pick what you want to take away. So yeah, if you give... Is everyone ready to go? Whoa. How's that, ladies and gentlemen? Is that better? We're a bit too loud now. Oh, okay, cool. So you've got one of our mystery bags, and then we've got a load of little goodies from Destination Venus. So we've got a signed copy of Amelia Cole and the Impossible Fate. Never heard of it myself, but it's signed, so that's kind of cool. And then we've got some the notebook from the Umbrella Academy. We have a Star Wars Resistance X-Wing fighter, a Black Panther mug, and a cuddly no cuddly toy. We've got a copy of the Umbrella Academy card game, all up for grabs tonight. So I'll just get the first round up, which will start off with the comic book round. Okay, so question number 1. Harley Quinn made her first appearance in the Batman the Animated Series episode Joker's Favor in 1992. One of the few star characters in the DC Universe not to have originated in the comic books. But when did she first appear in a comic? You get 2 points for the issue, 1 point for the year. So that is what year, or what issue and what year did Harley Quinn appear in the comic books themselves? She originated from the actual animated series, not the comic books. Sorry guys, I forgot about you guys, but hi. Okay, so question number 2. The biggest pure comic convention in the country is held in Harrogate for the 2nd time this November. Having moved here from its previous home in 2019, for 2 points, what is it called? And for a bonus point, where was it originally held? So the biggest pure comic convention in the country will be held in Harrogate for a 2nd time this November, having moved here from its previous home in 2019. For 2 points, what is it called? And for a bonus point, where was it originally held? number 3. The first real superhero was Superman, who first appeared in Action Comics number 1 in 1938. When he's not wearing his cape and tights, he used the name Clark Kent. But for 2 points, what is his real name? And for a bonus point, what is the name of his home planet? No. If you just whack them on the table, boss will put them away. Don't worry about it. The bonus point was the name of his planet. So his real name and his planet. Question number 4. Director Nick Fury was memorably portrayed in the Marvel comic universe Marvel Cinematic Universe by Samuel L. Jackson. But who was the first actor to play the character on screen? For a bonus point, and what year did he play him? So who originally played Nick Fury, and what year did he play Nick Fury? Okay, question number 5. Stan Lee generally gets the credit for creating most of the early Marvel characters, but he didn't do it all alone. Stan Lee wrote the very first Spider-Man story, published in August 1962. For 2 points, who provided the art and co-created the character? For a bonus point, in which comic did that first story appear? So, who did the art and was the co-creator of Spider-Man? And for a bonus point, what comic did he first appear in? No worries, guys. Have a good evening. It's quite good fun, actually. It's basically a bit like that. You're building up your powers and stuff like that to fight the bad guys. Okay, question number 6. More movies than you might think are based on comic books. For 2 points each, which of these 4 films was not based on a comic book? Was it A Road to Perdition, Atomic Blonde, The Rocketeer, or Kick-Ass? Which of these 4 movies was not based on a comic book? For 2 points each, which one was not based on a comic book? That's The Road to Perdition, Atomic Blonde, The Rocketeer, and Kick-Ass. Nope. Did you find a place? Whereabouts?
That massive fucking hill.
Oh, cool.
It was nice, I met the landlord. He's actually a regular where I work. I was serving him when he was assistant manager, like, crap job, and I was like, I'm too tired. But yeah, he just
so I'm just going to run through those questions super quick again for everyone. So question number 1 was Harley Quinn first made an appearance in the animated series. She's one of the few characters that started in an animated series and came into the comic books later on. For 2 points, which comic book did she appear in? 2 points for the issue, sorry, 1 point for the year. Question number 2 is the biggest pure comic book convention in the country is held in Harrogate for the second time this November. Having moved here from its previous location in 2019, for 2 points, what is it called? And for a bonus point, where was it originally held? Question number 3, the first real superhero was Superman, who first appeared in Action Comics number 1 in 1938. When he's not wearing his cape and tights, he uses the name Clark Kent, but for 2 points, what was his real name? And for a bonus point, what was his home planet? Question number 4, S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury was played by in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by Samuel L. Jackson, but who was the first actor to play the character on screen? And for a bonus point, what year did he play him? Question number 5, Stan Lee generally gets the credit for creating most of the early Marvel characters, but he didn't do it all alone. He wrote the very first Spider-Man story published in August 1962. For 2 points, who provided the art and co-created the character? For a bonus point, in which comic did he first appear? Question number 6. More movies than you think are based on comic books. For 2 points each, which of these 4 films was not based on a comic book? A. Road to Perdition, B. Atomic Blonde, C. The Rocketeer, D. Kick-Ass. Question number 7. Steve Rogers, Captain America, is a proud American from New York. What borough of New York does he call home? So whereabouts in New York is Captain America from? Question number 8. The TV show The Boys on Amazon Prime was a comic about a team of a team who kept corrupt superheroes under control. In the comic, the central character was Wee Huey, who was based on a geek favourite actor, Simon Pegg. For 2 points, which character did Simon Pegg play in the show itself? Question number 9. The Netflix show Lucifer was loosely based on a DC comic of the same name. For 3 points, the Lucifer comic book series was a spin-off of which 90s classic comic book series? And last but not least, Desperate Dan was a cowboy with a huge appetite. For 2 points, what was his favourite food? And for a bonus point, which classic British comic did he appear in? Okay guys, we'll take a little break and we'll get on to the next round shortly. Okay, guys, so round 2. Oh, can you switch the cables over for me, Max?
Do you see no fries up?
No, with fries, just on a plate though. Hello? Bit more. Is that right, guys? Cool. So round number 2 is on Pokemon cards. Someone happy or not happy about that? I wasn't sure what you reckon. Yeah? Okay, question number 1. What is Jigglypuff's weakness?
Let's finish the mark.
What is Jigglypuff's weakness? Okay, question number 2. How many hit points, HP, does Dratini have?
Just a small
Question number 3. Persian evolves from which Pokemon? Persian evolves from which Pokemon?
By moonlighting a skull in the back.
How many heads, question number 4 even. How many heads does Dorio have? Was I saying that right? Dorio? Dodrio? D-O-D-R-I-O. There's some plates, dirty plates and stuff. We should grab them for that. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Question number 5. What is ratata? Blah. You know what I mean? Ratata. Power. What is Ratata's power? Question number 5. R-A-T-T-A-T-A. Ratata. Yeah, Ratata. Ratata. That sounds better. Ratata. That sounds familiar. Okay. What is the question number 6? What is the rarity of Tauros? I thought I'd pick Pokemon because I'll be able to say it. This is a bad choice. This is as bad as Star Wars for me. I apologise if you like Pokemon, guys. Sorry. No. No. The question is, what is the rarity of Tauros? Tauros. It's like a ball-like creature, I think.
This is not a kangaroo.
Nope. Tauros is a wild bull Pokemon with 60 hit points. I hope that's not an answer to a question later on. Yeah, which I never give away. Question number 7. How many stages of evolution are there for Pidgey? 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 Oh, and then get my answer away. Keep going. That feels like there's more. 1, 2. So how many evolutions of Pidgey is there? Question number 8. How many pounds does a Lickitung weigh? So, sounds like one of those. How much wood does woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? Yeah, I can say that. I can't say Pidgeon. She said, no, I can't do that one. It's I'm Welsh and dyslexic. This is not true. Okay, question. So how many pounds does a Lickitung weigh? Question number 9. What is Eevee's resistance? So what is Eevee's resistance? See you later, Reese. Okay, so question number 9, what is Eevee's resistance? And question number 10, which of these Pokemon, which, I have to tell you more information, hang on. It's called a parent Pokemon. Is it, oh lord, is it Kangaskhan? Porygon, Wigglytuff, or Clefairy? Which of these Pokemon is called a parent Pokemon? Is it Kangaskhan, Porygon, Wigglytuff, or Clefairy? Do you know, Max? Not a clue. That's it. Okay, so I'll just run through the questions quickly. Question number 1, what is Jigglypuff's weakness? Question number 2, how many hit points does Dratini have? Sounds like a drink. Question number 3, Persian evolves from which Pokemon? How many heads does a Drodrio have? What is Rattata's power? What is the rarity of Tauros? How many stages of evolution does a Pidgey have? How many pounds does a Lickitung weigh? Number 9, what is Eevee's resistance? And number 10, which one of the following is a parent Pokemon? And it's Kangaskhan, Wigglytuff, Clefairy, or the other one I struggled to say, which was Porygon. So Kangaskhan, Porygon, Wigglytuff, or Clefairy, which is known as the parent Pokemon. Okay. Oh, there's so many words in the next question. Okay, guys. Oh, hi, little line girls. She knows Pokemon. Do you know Pokemon cards? Okay. So, as for a bit late start, I wish we got straight into round 3, if that's okay with everyone. Okay, so this round 3 is video games, and we're doing fighting games quizzes. So, question number 1. In the Time of Sword, fighters from all across the land are verging to claim to claim the mighty sword of salvation. The sword was shattered into many pieces, losing its luster, but those who own shards are destined to find it. Many heroes have stepped up to the call of the mighty sword. Which Sega Dreamcast game is this? So in the time, basically this is I think this is like the thingy to the game. So in the time of swords, fighters from across the land were verging to claim the mighty sword of salvation. The sword was shattered into many pieces, losing its luster, but those who own shards are destined to find it. Many heroes have stepped up to the call of the mighty sword. Which Sega Dreamcast game is this? I'm a Nintendo boy. Question number 2? Yeah? Okay, question number 2. These warriors were stripped of all these warriors were all stripped of their right to live before they could perform something they could help humanity. That could help humanity. One immortal time traveler will grant one person a second chance at life. If he or she, interestingly typed, but they is another way of doing that for those that aren't sexist, were to pass his test. Which Sega game is this talking about? So these warriors were stripped of their rights to live before they could perform something that could help humanity. One immortal time traveler will grant one person a second chance if they were to pass his test. Which Sega game is this talking about? Smash Brothers.
No, I want Snap. You want
Cheese on my chips? No.
Did you put cheese on the ticket? Yeah. Sonic Burger's already got cheese on.
Yeah, well, I never know if they're going to do it right, so excellent, just make sure. Okay, they're not just fine. Okay, question number 3. Teen girls with a special spirit battle to protect Japan from a force that could spell the destruction of the world. Girls enter the school of hard knocks in what PlayStation fighting game? Yeah, question number 3.
Shall I? Did you name that? Or was it? No, I'll wait for you.
Okay, so question number 4. These girls have the martial arts. They also have nothing but swimsuits and no real reason for fighting except to get the fanboys aroused. Which rare PC fighting game is this? I feel like I should have read this quiz before I got into it. question number 5. I think everyone's just not admitting to knowing that game, are they? No one wants to admit that. Question number 5. What do you do with 8 dead people all going to hell and you're a bored god? Have them kill each other again for a chance to be born again. Which supposed PlayStation game would you find these tortured souls? Okay, question number 6. There was a fighting version of Double Dragon series, but that version was based off an American cartoon version. What this game didn't have were Billy and Jimmy Lee in dragon-powered masks, like they needed them. Which installment was the fighting game? So which installment of Double Dragon was the fighting game? That was question number 6. Okay, question number 7. I've dealt with the Hornets, I've dealt with the Knicks, I've dealt with the Timberwolves, but here I was transported to save a boy from being mummified. I was supposed to go to a charity game in Japan. Which NBA star legend is the base of this game's description? Just in case no one knows this, I'm going to give you the possible answers of Steve Nash, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, or Charles Barkley. I don't know that many NBA players, I'll be honest. Do you? Max doesn't know.
What's that crazy one?
What's the crazy one called with weird hair and the old piercings and stuff? Okay. Good talk. Okay, question number 8. A meteor crashed in the island of Mudville. The scientists hosted a tournament to see which Play-Doh-like fighter can reign over the city. The game is a sequel to the Awkward Fighter, and did better than the original. What is the name of the original game? Okay, question number 9. Nightmares come to real life and twist. Vampires, werewolves, zombies, and other scary creatures come out of hiding to prove who's the mightiest monster of all. Which game series would we be talking about? Final question of this round. We'll have a little break after this because my food just arrived. And I haven't eaten yet today, so I'll have that. Question number 10. Death plays itself as Kronos to pluck visitors from different timelines and pit them against each other in a chance to destroy life and conquer all that is. What Sega game could this be about? I'm going to enjoy this recap, it's not going to be hard at all. Okay, question number 1. In the Time of Swords, fighters from all across the land were verging to claim the mighty sword of salvation. This sword was shattered into many pieces, losing its luster. But those who own shards are destined to find it. Many heroes have stepped up to the call of the mighty sword. Which Sega Dreamcast game is this? Question number 2. These warriors were stripped of their rights to live before they could perform something that would help humanity. One immortal time traveler will grant one person a second chance at life if they were to pass his test. Which Sega game is this talking about? Scroll. Question number 3. Teen girls with special spirit battle to protect Japan from a force that could spell the destruction of the world. Girls enter the School of Hard Knocks in what PlayStation 2 fighting game? Question number 4. The rough one. These girls have martial arts. They also have nothing but swimsuits and no real reason for fighting except to get fanboys aroused. Which rare PC fighting game is this? Question number 5. What do you do with 8 dead people all going to hell and you're a bored god? Have them kill each other again for a chance to be born again. Which supposed PlayStation game would you find these tortured souls? Question number 6. There was fighting version of the Double Dragon series, but the version was based on the American cartoon version. What this game didn't have was Billy and Jimmy Lee in dragon-powered masks, like they needed them. Which installment of the fighting game was this? That one's hard to read. Question number 7. I've dealt with Hornets, Knicks, Timberwolves, but here I was transported to save a boy from being mummified. I was supposed to go to a charity game in Japan. Which NBA star legend is the base of this game? Is it Steve Nash, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, or Charles Barkley? Question 8. A meteor crashed into Mudville. The scientists hosted a tournament to see which Play-Doh-like fighter can reign over the city. The game is a sequel to the Awkward Fighter and did better than the original. What is the name of the original? Question number 9. Nightmares come to real life with a twist. Vampires, werewolves, zombies, and other scary creatures come out of hiding to prove who's the mightiest monster of all. Which game series would we be talking about? And question number 10. Death plays itself as Kronos to pluck visitors from the different timelines and pit them against each other in a chance to destroy life and conquer all that is. Which Sega game could this be about? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break while I wolf down some food, and then we'll do the last 2 rounds, and we'll get the answers out as quickly as possible. Okay, guys, thank you. Okay, how's that? Yeah. Okay, round. No, that's cool. I'm done. Thank you. That was 3 rounds, so this is round 4. So round 4 is about sci-fi movies. Okay, so Close Encounters of a Third Kind is an extraordinary tale of unearthly visitors and unusual effects they have on ordinary earthlings. Who directed this popular sci-fi extravaganza? I reckon there was an easier way of saying that question. Okay, so who directed the Close Encounters of a Third Kind? Question number 2. The Matrix is a 1999 brain-in-a-box sci-fi thriller that starred all but which of the following actors? Keanu Reeves, Guy Pearce, Lawrence Fishburne, or Carrie-Anne Moss? So who was not in The Matrix? Keanu Reeves, Guy Pearce, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss. Okay, question 3. Around 1953 classic War of the Worlds thought the special effects featured in the film are now well outdated. It nevertheless captures the mood set on the original novel that was written by who? So who originally wrote The War of the Worlds? Question number 4. The wonderful 1951 science fiction adventure film that is part thriller, part moral play, namely The Day the Earth Stood Still, so we're not talking about the one with Keanu Reeves. What was the name of the alien being in this film? Okay, question number 5. The 2 Terminator films, in these films, cybernetic organisms called Terminators travel to the past to kill a woman and her son. What is the name of the mother-son pair? So what is their surname? Okay, which 1972 film, this is question number 6, sorry, which 1972 film, which was remade in 2002, starring George Clooney, and which was based on a novel by Stanislaw Lem, I think that's how you say his name, Stanislaw, Stanislaw Lem, occupies the what? Alright, which film starred George Clooney? Which film slash was remade in 2002, starring George Clooney, and was written by Stanislaw Lem? This seems like a really weird question, I'm sorry guys. But yeah, what movie was originally made in 1972, was remade in 2002 starring George Clooney, and was based on a novel by Stanislaw Lem? I didn't know he was in any of those movies. Nice easy one next. Question number 7. In the which actress is featured among the cast of the gruesome tale? Who's the main character basically in the 1979 sci-fi film Aliens? So who's the main female character in the 1979 sci-fi film Alien or Aliens? Choose it both. Spoilers, she makes it through the first one. Okay, question number 8. This is about the original Star Wars and its sequel, The Empire Strikes Back. Which of the following characters only appears in one of the first 2 films? Is it C-3PO, Lando Calrissian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Chewbacca? Which of those 3 characters is only in one of the first 2 films? C-3PO, Lando Calrissian, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Chewbacca? Okay, question number 9. 2001: A Space Odyssey. What is the name of the main character in this film, portrayed by Keir Duller? Is it Dr. Dave Bowman? Is it Dr. Bill Michaels, Dr. Frank Paul, or Dr. Rolf Halswasson? It's not that one. It's not that one. I'll give you that one for free. I'm not saying it again. Halswasson. Halswasson? Question number 10. And apparently this guy's favourite sci-fi film, Blade Runner. The futuristic drama detailing a bounty hunter's relentless pursuit of a series of androids on the lam. What is the name used for these androids in the film? So basically, what do they call the androids in the movie Blade Runner? Cool. Okay, and the last round this evening is Saturday morning cartoons from the 80s. So sorry guys, you probably not old enough. You've probably seen the repeats, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so question number 1. The show was aired on ABC at 9 a.m. It featured those furry creatures from Return of the Jedi. Movie was released in 1983. What was the show called? I don't really know why it's important it was aired on ABC, but let's crack on. Okay, question number 2. This show also aired on ABC, but at 9:30, so just after this one. So those of you that lived in America in the 80s will remember this. But it featured C-3PO and R2-D2. What was the name of the cartoon? I'm loving the fact that you just straight away, like, you just went, yeah, it's this. Like, all. Okay. Question number 3. We're not going to know the answer to this one. So let me rephrase the question. Which American Netno? So does anyone know when I say the Muppets? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So what was the cartoon based on the Muppets? So what cartoon was loosely based on the Muppets, starring Miss Piggy, Gonzo, Fozzie, Kermit? I think there was more, but that's all I can remember off the top of my head. Okay, question number 4. Superman, Batman, Firestorm, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Samurai, Green Lantern, and Robin were some of the characters from which show? Was it the Super Friends, the Legion of Superpower show, the Superpower Team, Galactic Guardians, the Challenge of the Super Friends, or the all-new Super Friends Hour? I still love that there was a whole the Super Friends. Like, we're mates. Sorry? The options again were, Damien, the Super Friends, the legendary Superpower show, the Superpower Team Galactic Guardians, the Challenge of the Super Friends, and the all-new Super Friends Hour. question number 5. Okay, NBC aired this cartoon at 8 a.m. The show that had those lovable creatures from the sea. What was the name of the show? Was it The Smurfs, Land of the Lost, Littles, or Snorks? Yeah, we're on over here as well. 'Cause I've seen all of these. Well, I was only 81. Okay, well some of them weren't even born in the 90s, looking at them. Okay, question number 7. Which of these shows, Little Blue Creatures, God damn it, that's obvious. Which show had little blue creatures that were constantly in peril of the evil Gargamel and his cat Azrael? What was the name of that show? Little Blue People. Blue People. Which one has got it? Yeah? You know that one? I don't see colour, but I'm just doing the wrong one. Sorry, there we go. Okay, question number 8. Mr. T from the A-Team had his own cartoon in 1983 to 1985. Is this true or false? Mr. T from the A-Team had his own cartoon from 1983 to 1985. True or false? 8. No, 7 was... Oh, I missed question 6. I apologise, guys. So 7 was the Smurf question. Really. Yeah. So question number 6, sorry, was which characters were used in this is the Which characters were used in the series The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo? Was it Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, Shaggy, Daphne, Film Flam, Vincent Van Gogh? Was it Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, Scooby-Dum, Shaggy, Daphne and Fred? Was it Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, Shaggy, Fred, Velma and Daphne? Or was it Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, Fred, Daphne and Velma? Flim Flam and Vincent Van Gogh. So now we jump to 9. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, what show had characters named Hank the Ranger, Eric the Cavalier, Dana the Acrobat, Presto the Magician, Sheila the Thief, Bobby the Barbarian, and Uni the Unicorn, and the Dungeon Master? If you can't guess it from the last name, you should go home. Hank the Ranger, Eric the Cavalier, Dana the Acrobat, Presto the Magician, Sheila the Thief, Bobby the Barbarian, Uni the Unicorn, and the Dungeon Master. I'm really upset none of the answers was the Gummy Bears. It's upset me. Gonna have to write a different quiz, I think. Okay, question number 10. These rock and roll rodents were a standard on Saturday night mornings in the 80s. You can't mention the 1983-85 season without them. What was the name of the show? Rock and roll rodents.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is there anyone want any questions repeating? No? Cool. We'll go back to, do you want to swap sheets, or are we still not doing that for COVID reasons? Honesty rules, okay, cool. I trust you guys. I believe we're down to 2 teams, so we should be fine. So, in fact, we'll just have a shout out because there's only been 2 sets here, isn't it? So, question number 1 of the comic book round. For 2 points, did anyone get the issue of the comic?
Yeah.
12 was the answer. Did anyone get the year? Oh. It was 12, but we're closer than 115. The year was 1993, so you're pretty close to that. Question number 2, the answer was Thought Bubble, and it was originally held in Leeds, so that's 2 points for Thought Bubble, 1 point for Leeds. Okay, cool. I mean, kind of a big deal apparently, but I've never been either, so I won't worry too much. But don't tell them. So you have someone that went was that, and they can't remember the name either. So they bought tickets, decided to go, spent the day there, and still cool. Coco, maybe drink less. Okay. Question number 3. Superman's real name is Kal-El for 2 points, and he is from Krypton for 1 point. Question number 4. Nick Fury was originally played by who? Anyone? Oh, that makes me sad. It's David Hasselhoff. I said a white guy. That's the best response ever. And it was in 1998. Max knew that one. He doesn't know much. If it's not Firefly, he hasn't got a clue. Okay, question number 5. Stan Lee, Spider-Man was originally co-creator was Steve. Yeah, thank you. Or Dick Ditko. Do you remember? Did you get the comic book? Any, the actual issue number? Amazing Fantasy, I'll give you the point for that, because it's Amazing Fantasy 15, which is pretty impressive. And you got 15 earlier, so... Yeah, so you just stuck on that comic, that's what it was, you're a Spider-Man fan. So 2 points for Steve Ditko, and 1 point for Amazing Spider-Man 15. Or Amazing Fantasy, sorry. Okay, question number 6. The correct answer was The Rocketeer. It was not based on a comic book. The Road to Perdition, that is based on a comic book, I'm afraid, guys. Question number 7. Yeah, 7. Steve Rogers is from Brooklyn. Question number 8. Simon Pegg played Huey's dad in the show The Boys. Huey's dad is 2 points. And Brooklyn was 2 points as well, by the way, guys, sorry. The Rocketeer was 2 points, but I don't think anyone got that one. Question number 9. This is 3 points for this one. Lucifer was a spin-off of the comic book series Sandman. No? I didn't know that, and I've watched every episode, so... Okay, question number 10 was the Desperate Dan question. Does anyone want to tell me what the answer to his favourite food is? Yeah? There's so quiet, like, cow pie. And what comic book was he originally from? Oh, controversial. It's the Dandy. Rubino was Dennis the Menace. So only 2 points for cow pie, 1 point for the Dandy. Okay, and then what did I do next? Pokemon card, wasn't it? Okay, so question number 1 of Pokemon round, the answer was fighting for Jigglypuff's weakness. It's a big, puffy, cushiony thing. It's not a fighting, it's a lover. Question number 2, how many hit points does a Dratini have? The answer is 40. Use that, Julia. Potion evolves from Meowth. A Drodrio has 3 hits. Rattata's power is a bite. What it says. A small 8-pound rat which only 1 foot in length is a Rattatat. A Taurus is uncommon. There are 3 stages of evolution for Pidgey. How many pounds does a Lickitung weigh? The answer is 144. The Lickitung is a licking Pokemon with 90 hit points. It is 3 feet 11 inches in length and it weighs 144 pounds apparently. But I think that's just for the card game, because surely that differs. Question number 9. What is Eevee's resistance? The answer is Psychic. Eevee's evolution Pokemon which evolves to Jolteon, Vaporeon or Flareon, or if you've been playing on the recent stuff, there's all sorts of them now. Question number 10. The Pokemon that is called a parent Pokemon was the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan? Yeah, something like that. Okay, so that's just 1 point per question on that one. Oh, I hate this round. This is the fighting one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So the first one, I might pick a different quiz writer for this one. But Soul Calibur was the question number 1. Eternal Champions was question number 2. Question number 3 was Arcana Heart. Question number 4, everyone's favourite fighting game, was Bikini Karate Babes. If you don't have it, I would suggest we all download it tonight and see what the hell this game is about. It sounds ridiculous. Question number 5 was Thrill Kill. Question number 6 was Double Dragon The Shadow Falls. Question number 7 was Shaquille O'Neal. Question number 8 was Clay Fighter. The game we were talking about was C2 Judge and Clay. The sequel to it, to Clay Fighter, so the answer was Clay Fighter. Question number 9 was Dark Stalkers. And question number 10 was Time Killers. Okay, did I go? Oh, sci-fi films, right? Still Okay, this should be a good round, surely, because everyone knows most of these movies, I hope. Question number 1, the answer was Steven Spielberg. Question number 2, the answer was Guy Pearce. Question number 3, the answer was H.G. Wells. Is that how we thought? Yeah, oh. Question number 4 was Cal-2, C-L-A-A-T-U, but I'll take any spelling roughly around that area. Question number 5 was the Terminator question, which was Connor. Their surname was Connor. Question number 6 was the one with George Clooney that was worded in the worst way I've ever read any question in my life. The answer was Solaris. Question number 7 was Sigourney Weaver. What? The question was which actress's features is the main character of. So both things were said, but yeah, sorry, it was which actress is the main character in Alien and Aliens, and then I spoiled the second movie for you by letting you know that she makes it to the second one. So, what's the character name? Ripley what? Just Ripley. Mrs. Ripley.
Ask him what the cat's name was.
Alright, I'll let you have the point if you can tell me what the cat's name was. No, okay.
Jonesy.
The answer was Jonesy. One more. What was the name of the android? No? Well, yeah, you don't have any Ripley then, sorry. Question number 8. The answer was Lando Calrissian. Was only in the first movie, wasn't in the second. Question number 9 was Dr. Dave Bowman. Again, that movie, the computer was always going, I'm sorry, Dave. What are you doing, Dave? Question number 10, the answer was replicants, were the name of the androids in Blade Runner. So that's all 1 point per question. Kidoki, and the last one, which was a bit of hard work because most of us weren't alive in the 80s. Those of us that were very, very young, so I apologise. But the first answer was Ewoks. You put what? Okay, I said furry. Space birds. Okay, yeah, yeah. My logic is sound. Birds are furry. Okay, the second one was droids. The answer to 3, where I changed the question halfway through asking it, was Muppet Babies. What did you go with? God damn it, that's good. That was a good show. That's fine, this one. It was the Muppet Babies. I did say I had Kermit, Miss Piggy, and them guys in. But Fraggle Rock's also not a cartoon. Sorry, guys. Superman, Batman, Firestorm, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Samurai, Green Lantern, and Robin were some of the characters from the Superpower Team Galactic Guardians show. One moment. That was well, the first one, yeah. Okay, the next one was the Snorks. You've drawn a picture of a Snork. Did she write the Snorks or just draw the picture? She wrote as well. Okay, I was going to say, otherwise I need to see the picture to see if it looks like a Snork. Because I felt like I was the only human being alive that ever saw this show until recently. So yeah, that makes me feel better. So the Hanna-Barbera created the show in high hope that it would be popular as the Smurfs. While Snorks had many fans, the characters weren't nearly as popular as the Smurfs. It was cancelled after 4 seasons. You're wrong. It was number 4. Okay. Question number 6. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo was... I knew it was Vincent Van Gogh. Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, Shaggy, Daphne, Flim Flam, and Van Gogh. Yeah, that was the first one with Van Gogh. Vince Van Gogh. Because I think, if I remember correctly, the show was cancelled because he passed away. Sadly. Okay, question number 7. The answer was the Smurfs. But did anyone get that one wrong? The Smurfs was the answer to question number 7. The little blue guys. Question number 8. Mr. T, did he or did he not have his own cartoon? True, correct. Mr. T gained fame from the movie Rocky III in 1982. He also superstarred on the television show The A-Team, in case you didn't know where Mr. T was from. Question number 9. The clue is very much in the last name, Dungeon Master. Unless you've got a kink fetish, the answer was Dungeons and Dragons. And question number 10 was Alvin and the Chipmunks. Oh, look at that face of defeat. So if everyone would just add their scores together and give me a shout. Basically the way we work it is there are 4 prizes in 2 teams. So you get to select a prize for you and your team. And I've got 2 for next week, saves me a fortune. Awesome. So we have the mystery bag of 3D printed goodies and Dungeons and Dragons stuff. We have the Umbrella Academy board game, or card game, sorry. We have the signed copy of the comic book and the notebook from the Umbrella Academy, and then we have the X-Wing and the mug of Black Panther. So, do you want to hand the sheets back in and you read it out, or? Yeah, I'll come again. Hang on. Team name? Didn't you have a name that you kept changing every week, or was that a different group? That was it, yes. Okay, so we've got the Fellowship of the Ring and an interesting drawing. Oh, sorry, yes, I apologise. I am dyslexic. I'm Welsh. So the Fellowships of the Ring, and there's a little drawing of a man taking a dump. But he's a hobbit. So it's Frodo taking a dump with Gandalf and Gimli and all them watching them take a shit. So clearly left you for too long. And the other thing is 2 ponies from the pandemic. Okay, so in reverse order. The two ponies of the pandemic with 17 out of 50. Well done, guys. Which gives us the winners, the Fellowships of the Ring, at 23 points. So we're still fairly close, guys. Well done, guys. So if the Fellowships of the Ring would like to come up and select their prize. Can't see. There we go. Thank you very much.
So I think we all decided.
So when do we get those speech?
Give a speech.
Oh, stop it!
I'd like to thank, obviously, great Quizmaster. I'd like to thank Frodo, Gimli, Legolas, Aragorn. Thank you very much. It's great.
Okay, guys, and which prize are you going to go for? You're going to go for the mystery bag?
Yes.
Okay, take the mystery bag.
Thank you.
That is yours.
Thank you very much.
Awesome stuff. It's deep.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great, mate.
Cheers, guys. And now, if the two ponies would like to come select their prize. Come on. You can hear the speech as well if you like.
No. We lost. End of story.
Yeah.
Give a speech on my skydiving day.
You've only lost out of two people, two teams, and there was a lot more of them. Look here. Don't be upset. What are you going for? There's the board game, the signed copy of the... No, this one. This one here. So it's the Umbrella Academy game, the signed copy of that comic book there, and the notebook, or you've got the X-Wing and the mug. You're going to go with the Umbrella Academy game? Awesome. Well done, guys. Well, thank you all for coming down and joining us for the quiz, and hopefully see you next week, and I might actually be on time this time. So, you off on holiday? Are you okay?
No, that's the week after, but we won't be back. Tom and Jamie have got a gig at Major Tom's.
Like,
Hip hop.
Hip hop?
Yeah.
I like the way we went like that as well. We both went to the hip
Yeah.
hop. I'm like,
But yeah.
I don't remember hip hop doing that,
But
but
yeah, the
okay.
have got a gig.
So next Sunday, Jamie and
Tom.
Tom are going to be at Major Tom's having a gig doing hip hop. The hippie body
Right,
of the holiday. I might do that. It's great. Alright, guys. Well, thank you very much, and we'll put the music back on. Cheers, guys. Bye bye for now.
Pop.